Hello guys, it's your boy Machine here, and I'm not dead. I'm done with all my exams and I have a lot of free time ahead of me, which I'll be using to make as much content as possible. Since my channel is going to be a little bit dead with that long break, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Today we are going to take a look at what would have happened if you invested into CSGO in 2014 and how much money you could have made with it, and let me tell you, the answer is quite shocking. With that being said, get your popcorn out and let's get straight into the video. If you don't feel like crying, I recommend you not watch this video because what you're about to see is painful in the most crucial way possible. After I finished my exams, I was confronted a lot with crypto up and downs, overnight millionaires, and people buying Lambos with the profit they made from the GameStop stocks, which went up by like 700%. That got me thinking, would you be able to be a millionaire with CSGO investments given the fact that you invested a very small amount at a very early stage of the game? For this example, I started looking up all CSGO cases, capsules and operation passes from 2013 all the way to the end of 2014 and looked at prices back then and where they are at now. Until the end of 2014, we had a total of 12 cases, 8 capsules and 5 operation passes, which we for this example invested into. But before we do that, let's go over all the cases. Here you can see all the 12 cases released over the time period of 2 years, all the way from the first case ever, the CSGO Weapon Case 1, to the last one near the end of 2014, the Operation Vanguard case. To a lot of new players this might sound absurd, but actively dropped cases used to always be 3 cents on the market. This was due to the very low demand back then and no one really knowing where this whole market would go. The 3 cents for each case were the lowest possible listing option for the Steam market, so naturally everyone would just list it for that. Only just recently, about 2016 to 2017, cases never got that low anymore, which is due to the high demand in cases and the increased interest in the market and less cases dropped to individual players. Back in the days, people were able to get 5 case drops a week, which has gradually been reduced to just 2 cases a week over the years. Granted that the supply was greater and demand lower back in the days, this is what made the cases be worth only 3 cents each. All of these 12 cases were available for 3 cents on the market at some point, but after the increased amount of player numbers and demanded cases, some of these old cases are sitting at over 25 euros right now. The cheapest out of all of these cases from back then is the Operation Vanguard case, which is currently sitting at 58 cents. Just to show you some numbers, the increase of the CSGO weapon case in percent is about 83,800% over the last 8 years. And even the lowest valued Vanguard case still had an increase of over 2,733%, which is insane for a video game market and just goes to show what an economy Valve has built. You can see all the old prices, current prices and the increase in percentage on the screen here right now. They are listed from biggest increase to lowest increase, and as you can see we have a very wide spread, which is most due to items within the case and the amount of supply. However, what is important to notice is the insane increase of each of these cases. It's incredible how an item that was worth 3 cents, 3 fucking cents, is now worth over 25 euros. Of course, predicting such a development would have been super hard, which is also the reason why we have no major investors in these cases, but it's still insane to see these numbers in a video game economy. Before we look into how much money we could have made with this, I want to take a look at the other 2 investments I've picked out for this video. So let's have a look at capsules, and let me tell you, this is insane and very painful at the same time, knowing how much money you could have made with this. The first ever capsule was the Sticker Capsule 1, which was released on the 6th of February in 2014, including these stickers. Funny enough, this capsule for some reason is the cheapest sticker capsule out of all of those released until the end of 2014, currently sitting at 55 cents. But that's still an increase of 1,833%. However, it is the lowest increase out of all of the capsules, mainly because the Sticker Capsule 1 was overshadowed by the Sticker Capsule 2 and the general low demand and request in the stickers of the Sticker Capsule 1, which most people don't even know exists today. All tournament unrelated sticker capsules were just like the cases, available for 3 damn cents. And all of those have made a mad increase. The biggest tournament unrelated increase had the Sticker Capsule 2 with an increase in price of over 24,300%. However, that is nothing compared to the tournament sticker capsules, which have an insane increase if you compare the prices of 25 cents that they cost back then with the price they are at now. Even the cheapest capsule, which in this case is the ESL1 Cologne Legends capsule, had an increase of over 12,988%, so from 25 cents to 32 euros and 47 cents. But that still is absolutely nothing when we compare to the EMS Katowice capsules, which we all know are the rarest capsule in the game, and one of those recently sold for 3,319 euros and 75 cents, which makes this an increase of 1,327,900%. This number is close to impossible to find in a real life stock market. Now, in terms of investing big back in 2014, this would have been huge, but because no one would have thought about the potential of this game, there was little to no investors, and the few investors which had these capsules already sold them pretty early because they thought that this game wouldn't be alive for so long. But before we go over how much money such an investment would have made you, let's take a quick look at the last investment category before we finally get into the money side of things. The last investment category that we are going to take a look at are operation passes, and in just 2 years we had 5 of them. 5 in 2 years! Crazy to think that Valve actually put an effort into releasing new content back then. Oh, it's kind of sad now. The biggest increase here was the Operation Payback, with a current price of 168 euros and a starting price of 85 cents. The most expensive pass, however, is the Vanguard, since it was also the most expensive pass to buy out of all of these. You can see the exact numbers and increases right here again. So enough talking about percentages and increases, no one cares about that shit. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about what we could have made if we invested into these 3 options. For that, I've picked a very, very reasonable amount, in my opinion, of 25 euros for each single item. So 25 euros into each case, sticker capsule and operation pass that was released until the end of 2014 for the lowest available price. This is very theoretical, of course, and was nearly impossible to nail down in reality. So keep this in mind. This is just all theoretical mathematics and practically almost impossible. If we invested 25 euros into all of the 12 cases for the cheapest price of 3 cents, you would have invested 300 euros, and in just about 7 years, you would have had a total amount of 58,441 euros and 68 cents, which is an increase of over 19,380%. The highest margin of this comes from the CSGO weapon case, which, like I said, had the biggest increase and would have made you 20,950 euros with a 25 euro investment. Just makes you think where the fuck you went wrong in life, honestly. All I do is lose my money on crypto. Operation passes would have also made you 14,094 euros with a lousy 125 euro investment, which is again an increase of 11,175% and just as depressing. The biggest profit here was the payback pass, which would have made you 4,947 euros with only 25 euros original investment. While these 2 categories are already insane in terms of profit, they are not even close to as what you're about to see. Because by far, the most successful investment you could have done are the sticker capsules. Again, if you would have invested 25 euros into each single capsule available until the end of 2014 for the starting price of 3 cents or 25 cents for tournament capsules, you would have theoretically have an increase of 343,105%. Only one of the EMS Katowice capsules investments alone would have made you 331,971 euros. One investment. One of these 2014 capsules, but there's 2. So in total, with a 200 euros investment spread equally across all capsules, you would have made a total of 686,410 euros. With 200 euros original investments. I've definitely went wrong somewhere in my fucking life, that's for sure. In total, all of your investments of 625 euros by the end of 2014 across the 3 categories would have made you, in today's or at today's standpoint, €756,026.28, or $899,458.56, which is an increase of 120,864.2% average. It gets even more insane. If we would have taken €50 per investment, so €1,250 total, which is still reasonable in my opinion, you would even had €1,512,052.56, so $1.5 million, with an investment of €1,250, which is quite insane. Not even Bitcoin has had such an increase in this amount of time. You would literally be a millionaire by investing €1,250 into virtual items. Of course, we have to keep in mind that this is very theoretical and would have probably not worked out, since you yourself would have drastically changed supply. Plus, it would have been a very risky investment, since no one back then knew where the game was heading. The earliest of big investors I know of started in early 2015, when people realized the potential of this game. But even back then, they were still very small and didn't invest all that much. However, technically, you still could be a lot closer to your first million with those 625 years invested than you probably are right now. So, in conclusion, yes, you could definitely be a millionaire, and you've probably missed out on being one by investing early into the game. But like I said, these statistics were more of like a fun thing and very theoretical, and probably not that realistic if someone actually had invested into the game. The whole goal of this was to show you what an insane increase the market has done over the recent years, and also how stable that increase has happened across all items shown today. It furthermore shows us what the best investments out of these three categories is, and as you were able to see, by far the highest increase was in the stickers, and especially tournament stickers, which have had an insane increase in price. Based on all of these calculations, you can also see that literally everything that has been discontinued had an increase in price. It also shows how safe CSGO investments can be. However, we have to keep in mind that this increase will probably slow down a little bit with more players coming into the game and greater supplies being offered across all items. I also made a poll asking you guys how long you think CSGO is going to stay relevant, and most of you said 20 plus years. If this is going to be the case, then we might have similar increases in price on items that we just recently purchased. I want to say that there is barely any boundaries for how much a CSGO item can be worth. I mean, a lousy Pokemon card sold for €400,000, so why shouldn't skins do the same? I mean, it's technically the same value, it's just a collectible. Especially now that the gaming industry is growing faster than ever, so maybe take some risks and invest 25 years into something that you want to keep for the next 10 years, because maybe, just maybe, it will also be worth €331,975 one day. I've also prepared some more insane increases and examples in my Reddit post, like the increase of the Katowice 2014 Titan Holo and many more. That post can be found in the description below, so check that out if I have interested you in this topic. Anyway, this video and research took me a very long time and made me severely depressed, so please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already and get me to 15,000 subscribers. You can also leave a comment with all your creative feedback and what you want to see on my channel, what you want to have improved, and all that other good stuff. Thank you very much, and from now on you can expect 2 videos a week since I'm done with all of my exams and just want to make videos again. I'm also looking for an editor, so if you want to apply for that, make sure to join my Discord, which is also linked in the description, and maybe you'll get a job. So yeah, I'm paying good money, kind of, if you live in a third world country, but that's not relevant today. With that out of the way, never let anyone tell you that investing your money into virtual skins is stupid. Just show them this video because it's proof that it's not. EduMachine out.
In the car alone at night, driving home, the highway lights strobing by, windows roll down ice, cold wind blowing, bro, and I don't really know where I'm going up in this lonely life. There's so much I don't really know what's like. I'm floating in a boat and the tide is rolling by, surely but slowly, and I'm hoping my rowing will override. But knowing this road